You want to know what disruption really looks like? Well, you're looking at it. It's about what happens when the discount brokerage firms over the past few months get really slammed. First, Schwab got rid of commissions, forcing TD Ameritrade and E-Trade to follow suit. Then a couple of weeks ago, we learned that Schwab is buying Ameritrade because they're desperate to consolidate. What's driving all this turmoil? You know what I think it is? I think it's Robinhood. It's the privately held operator that launched its commission-free brokerage platform in 2015. This company's been growing like a weed 10 times since we saw them last in 2016, threatening legacy operators, forcing them to play by a new set of rules, a good set of rules. As of today, 10 million people have accounts at Robinhood. That's more accounts than E-Trade and only a little less than the 12 million or so at Schwab or Ameritrade. How did they do it? Robinhood's got a great handle on what millennials want. The median age of the customers is just 30, and about half of them are first-time investors. I love that. It's what makes this company so enticing to its venture capital backers, giving about $900 million, more than that in a second. It's why they've been able to disrupt the entire industry. So let's take a close look with Vlad Tenev and Baiju Bhatt. They're the co-founders and co-CEOs of Robinhood. Learn more about how they upended the online brokerage space and what's next. Vlad and Baiju, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thanks for having us.
It is a delight to have you, because when I met you, I said, they got it. They got it. They figured out what the millennials wanted. But 10 million? I mean, what are you adding a day?
So we've been growing very quickly over the last couple of years. One of the things that we're really excited about is our customers tell us over half of them are investing for the first time with Robinhood. So it's taking the market and really growing it substantially.
All right, now we could argue that, yes, you have 10 million, but that they're small. Now, I could come back and say, well, of course they're small. These people are young. They don't have a lot of money. But relatively, do you say to yourself, well, look, we have 10 million, but that is not apples to apples versus an E-Trade or a Schwab?
Well, like you mentioned, when we first came here a few years ago, we were at 1 million, and we thought that was quite an awesome milestone. And now we're here with 10 million accounts with Robinhood. And I think it's just a testament to what we've been able to do. We're proud of the fact that we've enabled so many younger investors and first-time investors to have access to the markets, because we believe that the more people that have access to the markets and can start investing earlier, the better off our economy will be.
All right, but let's play devil's advocate. Is it really commissions that kept these people, or is it an app? Is it an ethos? What made these people not open an account with the other guys and open it with you?
See, I think when we first started Robinhood, which was several years ago now, we had lived through the financial crisis of 2008, right. And we had seen how the younger generation had felt really frustrated, disenfranchised with the way that the system worked, and we saw an opportunity to build a product that really spoke to that generation. And commissions is a part of it.
Right.
Part of it's also building a product that's easy to use, that's mobile centric, and that really puts customers first.
Right.
And all of these things together have been what's really driven us. And the other part about this is that from the very beginning, our mission has been to democratize the financial system.
Thank you.
And for us, this isn't a headline, it's not a gimmick or a billboard ad, it's the central reason why we started the company, and it flows through all the decisions that we make.
Now, when I started TheStreet.com, I went out to see E-Trade, and what was their mission? To democratize. Now, what happened that they didn't necessarily lose the way? They had good business. But you knew the next step was to get rid of commissions and have a better app? Is that what empowered people?
Our focus has always been on three things. One, and this one's very important, is to get as many first-timers, new investors into the markets and opening up access. The second is to grow with our customers. We want to fill a variety of financial needs for our customers, not just investing,
right.
But we recently announced our cash management program,
right.
which gives
right.
customers a high interest, very competitive interest on their uninvested cash, as well as a great debit card that's accepted at over 75,000 ATMs worldwide. And the third is international expansion. We recently announced that we're coming to the UK and started giving people the opportunity to sign up for early access. And that's part of our overall goal of giving Robinhood and the best possible tools to as many people around the world as possible.
Okay, so let's go over what people are doing. You do not do fractional shares.
We don't have fractional shares right now.
So are people buying these $3, $4, $5 stocks that we may know are not that good? Or are they buying one share of an Amazon and one share of an Alphabet, meaning, the so-called new blue chips? I mean, how do you encourage them to be responsible? Are they doing it with ETFs? Because I like we had Anthony Noto in here, the guy who runs SoFi. I don't want people to buy junk. But people have every right to buy whatever they want. We accept that. What kind of stocks are they buying?
So we see a lot of our customers for the very first time wanting to buy companies that they've heard of, obviously. Right. So we see companies like Apple that are very popular on our platform.
Good.
And we also have made a real dedicated push to making sure there's more content on our platform that helps customers learn and understand what they're doing when they get into the system. So one example of which is we earlier this year acquired a company and launched the Robinhood Snacks podcast,
right, that was funny.
which I personally really love.
Fun, but I thought it was catchy.
Yeah, I love that.
Good,
I listen to it pretty regularly, and I think that's an example of the kind of things that we're doing so that as people are getting started with investing, they have the tools and they have the information so that they can grow as investors.
Okay, let me ask Vlad, you heard my narrative at the top. Got $900 million. I believe you as the disruptor that triggered a domino effect. Is that too apocryphal, or is that really what you think happened too?
Well, we've always been focused on opening up access and being the most customer-centric financial services company. And I think in some ways what's happened in the industry is great for consumers. Right. People are paying lower prices, and that's something that's gone beyond Robinhood and is now available to tens of millions of consumers across the U.S.
Right, and people should know that you can make money, order flow. You can make money on account balances. You've never hidden that. There's not this guy. You guys have been completely transparent about what's going on.
Yes, we generate revenue in a number of ways. Robinhood Gold, order rebates from market makers, stock loan, interest on cash, and now interchange from debit card transactions with the cash management offering.
The one thing I'd add to that is that while the ways that we make money, like Vlad mentioned, are there, the thing that makes Robinhood really unique is that it's incredibly efficient in the way that it operates, because we're from the ground up a technology company, which allows us to build really modern systems that have our systems be much more automated, much more stable by just having code execute.
Okay, so the last question I have is, I know you've got smaller investors than these other guys, but when I first heard about you, I felt maybe it's happening again. Maybe people understand only a piece of a great company is back, not just an S&P. They're smart. They know how to Google. They can look up things. Even with $1,000, $2,000, they're getting involved in buying shares of great American and international companies. Am I right, or have we just been brainwashed into thinking we're too stupid to own individual stocks? Is it changing?
So one of our core values is that participation is power.
Yes.
And I think that kind of just says it all. Everyone in this country and soon around the world should have the ability to participate in our financial system. It's something that the two of us, really hold dearly and appreciate as a
even
part of
the
our
small
society.
people, because your accounts are not as big as the E-Trade. But those people, right? Those people can get a piece of America,
Absolutely.
Piece of a corporation, and you're bringing it back because it's been dead. It's been dead for a decade. And I'm really proud of what you guys are doing, because I'm sick of hearing that you can't ever own a stock and do well. They're just, all you got to do is own an index fund because you're stupid. It's not true. The American people are not stupid. You're empowering them. Thank you for what you do. That is Vlad Tenev. You bet. That's Vlad Tenev and Baiju Bhatt, Robinhood co-founders and co-CEOs, who make me excited again that people are looking at individual stocks. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, bud.
Stick with Cramer.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.